elected is a problem.
Oh, okay, you said this guy was the problem?
Yeah, since he elected is a...
No, well, so I think what the real issue is that when he was running for president, a lot of people thought he was a joke. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, I have coworkers who are like, oh my gosh, he's so entertaining, he's so funny, it's just entertaining. I'm like, no, this is terrifying. So, like, in my opinion, and they say people shouldn't call names, I normally don't, but only the idiots thought he was funny, right? Because he was saying really serious stuff. Really serious, demeaning, horrible stuff that any leader should not, especially in America, no leader in America should be saying, because we, have fought hard for freedoms. Every single group in this country has fought hard for some freedom, right? And so this man is basically saying, I'm going to take away whatever rights you think you have and give them all to the white people.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Look at his government. You see how he elected?
Yeah.
I don't see no Latino in that.
Oh.
I see only one black.
Yeah. And what's horrifying is like I've actually met a couple of minorities at work who support him. Yeah. Which is horrifying. One Filipino woman who in her 60s who was like, this is the greatest thing ever. I was like, are you kidding me? How is this the greatest? I said, you realize you're an immigrant. Do you realize you are one of the people he's against? And, another woman from Eastern Europe, also in her 60s, who says that she recognizes what he's talking about, right? And she's a neighbor. And a young Colombian guy, I think he's probably in his early 20s, who thinks that Trump is like the greatest thing since sliced cheese. And I was like, a young Latin man, seriously? How do you become a Trump supporter? So how long have you been here?
Me, like 11 years.
11 years.
Yeah.
And you haven't seen anything like this.
No, never.
So you were here for Obama.
Yeah.
And Obama was like, his inauguration was the first of its type, right?
Yeah.
Where over a million, almost 2 million people showed up, right?
Yeah.
Just to support him. So whoever was protesting, nobody heard.
Yeah, nobody heard.
Nobody heard it.
Yesterday I saw people born in cars.
Yes.
It do a lot of violence.
Yes. I was not expecting. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But I was not expecting it to happen on the inauguration day, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I was watching that at work, and I was getting really angry because I was like, wait a minute. They did a split screen. So one screen is showing Trump's processional, right? His parade. And the other screen is showing Washington burning a couple blocks away. And I said, this is so surreal. I said, someone has to tell this man who just said on national TV that was televised around the world that he wants all American voices heard while he's sitting here walking down the street in a parade, that your citizens are literally bombing your city. Like, shut up and go talk to people. Go be a man about your word and go talk to people and hear what they have to say.
And yesterday he said the same word. He never changed.
He didn't.
He never changed.
And I think that's why people bombed the cars. Yeah. I think that's why they set the cars on fire.
Yeah. He said, I will take this country and give back to you.
Yeah.
To the Americans.
Yeah.
And he's not talking to all Americans.
He's not. And we know that.
He's talking to the white people.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's what he did.
All the white people in his audience, right?
Yeah. Look at how he select his guy.
Yeah.
I said, Trump, you're doing too much.
I love it. He's doing too much.
Yeah, he's doing too much. It's not going to be okay for him.
It's not.
For these 4 years, it's going to be crazy.
I'm hoping and praying to God it does not take 4 years. I can't see how our Senate and our Congress can sit tight for 4 years of him. I can't see it. And I mean, there's.
So what are they gonna do? They're gonna.
Well, no. He's. First of all, in my mind, he's already committed treason, right? Yeah. When he invited the Russians in to investigate Hillary Clinton, who one has Secret Service protection from being a former First Lady, and also from being Secretary of State. Yeah. She's a U.S. official, and you're inviting a foreign government to to review her emails.
Yeah.
And hey, it already happened. So it's not like we can say, oh, well, it never happened. No, we know it happened. And he was a presidential candidate when it happened. So in my mind, he should have been disqualified at that point.
At that point, yeah.
Right? He should have been disqualified. And so everything that he's done and said during his campaign, he's acted on, right? And he's intending to continue to act on it. And most of the things are against the Constitution. You can't take away citizens' rights. You can't do it. It's against the Constitution. We have the right to do certain things, right? And so he took an oath of office yesterday that said that he will uphold the Constitution.
This election, I'm very surprised about the Americans.
Me too.
How they elect this guy? Because in their first or second debate, I think so, he said, Hillary, you are nasty. You are a nasty woman.
Yeah, he did. Nasty woman.
Yeah.
What a nasty woman.
Like a nasty woman. That's too much.
It is. And then, yesterday at his luncheon, at his presidential luncheon, inauguration luncheon, he asked her to stand and he goes, I'm so honored you're here today. You and Bill are here today. And I really admire you both. I'm thinking, who believes that?
Nobody.
Who believes that you admire them? The way that you spoke about her and spoke to her.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the hypocrisy is just so disgusting. It's, wow.
I was talking to one of my customers that day, white guy, he said, this is too much.
Yeah.
I said, I know this is too much. How are
Yeah.
you going to say the lady like that?
Yeah.
Nasty woman.
Nasty woman. Yeah. On live televised TV, right? And don't care. It's just like, and people voted him in. Women voted him in.
They vote for him, yeah.
And women voted. I mean, I'm just amazed at any woman that voted for him. And I know a few women. Another woman at work, she's a white woman, and she said, I asked her why she supported Trump, and she said, because, he tells it like it is. You think that's how it is? So, and it's amazing just listening to people defend him because their view of reality is so warped. I'm just like, what world are you living in?
I want to see Trump in 1 month, 1, 2 months.
Yeah.
What he done?
He's not nothing positive.
Yeah. This time they're gonna kill him. This is wrong choice.
Yeah, it's scary. It's really scary.
This is gonna be. I hope we're gonna be okay, but I don't think so. Because whenever he talk, it's something else. It's a problem.
Yeah.
So they're gonna rally here today again?
I believe so. So they're gonna line up. Just so you're aware, I think they said starting at 10. They're gonna start forming over by the UN, and then march over to Trump Plaza or Trump Tower.
So what this protest are asking for? What they want?
So I think the protest is primarily just to let him know that we are not going to, we as in all the groups that are protesting, right? And all the different causes that are protesting, that we aren't going to allow him to take away our human rights, or human rights or civil rights or civil liberties.
36th and
36th and 7th. Yeah.
You think this guy cares?
No, he doesn't care. He cares that he's not popular in a good way, probably. But he's probably looking at this turnout as good as attention, right?
Yeah, if he's scared, he should be changed now.
Yeah.
He's already there.
Yeah, no. So he's...
Change voice,
well,
change words, but he don't care. He always says the same thing.
Yeah, he says the same thing. So, and this is where I think, he's not going to last, right? Because the people who are saying, oh, let's wait until he gets into office and see what he's going to do, give him a chance. Well, we already know what he's going to do because he's already said it.
Yeah, at least if he's changing now, say,
Yeah.
what, this is,
Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, right?
yeah, the same thing. Yes.
Yeah, I told my boss missed it. I was telling her, I said, when you listen to his speech, it was literally almost the same speech as his DNC speech,
Yeah.
but toned down. Right? And so the DNC speech was so vitriolic. It was so angry and hateful. I was just horrified to sit there and listen to it.
I think Trump wants people to fight in this country.
Yeah.
Divide. Divide people.
Yeah, I think he wants to destroy people.
Yeah, he wants to destroy people.
It's not just division for him.
What the Russian want now.
Yeah. The way he wants to do what?
What the Russian want. Yeah.
Okay, like, oh my gosh, I've been sick.
Force him to divide people. Maybe
Yeah.
That's what he's doing now.
Yeah. And I think he actually wants an Aryanation because he talks about domination, right?
Yeah.
So if he's talking about power, domination, what's rightfully ours, I mean, that's not, who in this country is going to lay down and say, here, take my life, and here, take my property, and here, you're going to have to destroy people for people to lay down like that. Okay, I'm looking for a bus. I think it's,
Okay, this is 36, I don't know.
Okay.
What time the bus is coming?
Oh, I'm so late. It's 6 o'clock. Yeah. I'm good?
Yeah.
Okay, 202 West 36th Street.
That's the number?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be in this corner.
Okay.
It's gonna be between here.
Oh, down here?
Yeah, it's gonna be between here.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Well, you take it easy. I can't remember a time in my life where I was concerned about people attacking me, but I thought about it on the train last night. I was just like, wow, what if something were to happen, And it's unfortunate. There you are. Maybe, what's that?
That's $15.80.
Maybe $2 back? All right. Thank you. You have a great night. Drive safe. Yeah. And you might hear me screaming in the background. Have a good one.
Take care.
Thanks.